Accidents out there as well, but first we need to take you way out west to update you on this breaking news. I-10 westbound, so that's heading out towards California, remains shut down right now at Salome Highway. If you need to head to California, I say wait a few hours until this opens back up again. If you cannot wait, your alternate, take Salome Highway up north and west to the US 60, drop down on Vicksburg. That'll get you back to the I-10. Why is it shut down? Well, we just heard the news conference just a short while ago, and Gibby has been tracking the developments out there on the freeway all morning long. Let's take it live out to him on the scene in Quartzsite. Gibby, good morning.
Good morning, Jenny. Yeah, we just heard from the deputy director here with DPS, Lieutenant Colonel Heston Silbert, who was just giving us the info on this wild night and leading into the morning here for not only DPS, but the Border Patrol as well as Paz County Sheriffs, telling us this all started around milepost 57 on a suspended license plate. Now, when the DPS trooper was interviewing the suspect there on that, the passenger of that vehicle pulled out as what they called a sub gun and started to shoot at that trooper. That's when the troopers started to fire back. That suspect then jumped in the vehicle and started to head westbound to Quartzsite. And at that point, that's when the Border Patrol office actually Border Patrol agent actually picked him up right around milepost 17. They then pursued him for a bit, brought him back, and then that suspect at milepost 11 got out of his vehicle and jumped into a big rig where the driver was sleeping. He was then beat up and taken, and then at gunpoint had his vehicle taken from him. That's when the suspect then drove into Quartzsite, was driving through town until it ended up here, the spot that you see here right on Main Street, and that's where they engaged again with the troopers as well. He was then shot here and he was killed on scene. So 2 suspects taken into custody at this time. They are still investigating the motive on this. They did tell us that this man who was shot and killed here was a career criminal and do believe he had a warrant out for his arrest. So some scary moments out here for officials and that were out here. The good news here is that none of them were injured in this incident, and the deputy director was just telling us that in this area it's not uncommon that these officials work well together. So when you think of the great job done by the Border Patrol, Paz County Sheriff, as well as DPS, they did a great job in being able to handle this situation and take care of it with no officers being injured. Guys, back to you.
Boy, that was something else. Gibby.